Good afternoon to some of you. Still kind of morning over here in North Texas. Y'all, it was cold today. Like 30 something degrees. I mean, below freezing. But anyway, it's a crisp day, but that doesn't give me an excuse not to be committed. So my question to you today, are you interested or are you committed? The goals for 2019, as you hop on, y'all, let me know where you're watching from. You know, I like to go back and say hello to you. But 2019 goals are here. If your goal is to lose weight, to get more sleep, to organize that closet, to complete a home project, whatever it is, the more we think about it, then we start to make those steps towards it. Like, we start to bypass the chips and the dip. If we're working on a healthier version of us, right? We start getting ready for bed at 9:30. That's a goal I'm working on, is getting those 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. We write down the plans for that home project. So I'm Jennifer Bell, y'all, and I just want to come on real quick to ask you this question. Are you interested or committed? Because I questioned myself this morning. Was I fully committed to my goals that I have set out for myself, or am I just interested in it? Does it just sound good? See, the attempt of making those changes, the first steps, we can do that, right? What I read in this article, check this out: 40% of Americans do start off pretty well. However, 8% of them actually reach their goals. Wonder why. It goes on to say that about of the 20% of the population that set those goals, in general, at any time of the year, doesn't matter if it's at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, whenever you make those goals, about 70% fail to achieve the goals that they set for themselves. Why is that? Have you ever wondered that? What's the difference between that 8% that actually achieve their goals and those that don't? What do they know? What do they do in order to escape the rest of the 70% that just failed to reach those goals? Have you wondered that? Well, here's the deal. First, they start with SMART goals. We've talked about SMART goals before, making sure your goals are specific, measurable, action-oriented. Got to put some action behind it, right? And also realistic and time bound. Put a time on it. So we know about SMART goals, right? But say you have all of in order. You got your SMART goals. You're following everything to a T, but you're still not reaching your goals. Why? There's a missing piece. And this missing piece is something that I have intentionally and consciously been working on for about the last 3 months. It's a daily thing, y'all. It's a daily thing. You want to know what it is? Why is it that those 8% can achieve their goals? They make SMART goals. They do all this. But why are they achieving it and we're not? Mindset. We have to do a mindset check. Say that real fast. Mindset check, right? Before mapping out the SMART goals, before doing X, Y, and Z, you got to get your mindset right. When you have the right mindset towards those goals and those things that you want to accomplish, you'll understand being committed versus just being interested, right? And then make the changes necessary. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Let me explain a little bit further. Being interested in X, Y, and Z, for instance, you think about it a lot, right? You may even go and do some steps towards it. You have good intentions of making that thing happen, whatever that X, Y, and Z is. I'm talking about those that are interested. You follow through for a while. Yeah? But when it becomes difficult, when it becomes inconvenient, when it becomes even painful, when it becomes frustrating, when it takes too long, a lot of times we quit. We give up. However, when we are committed, and I want to read this definition to you, when we're committed, that state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity, it's a pledge. It's an engagement, an obligation that restricts freedom of action. I'm talking about being committed versus being interested. When we are committed to X, Y, and Z, whatever those goals are for you, when you commit to one thing, that means you're saying no to something else. Here's an example. When we're committed to exercising, for instance, we're saying no to staying on that couch and watching Netflix all day long. When we commit to, weight loss, we restrict the freedom to eat what it is, anything we want to eat. That's commitment. Now let's just park it right here because I'm going to share a little testimony about my interest versus commitment when it comes to my health and wellness. Y'all, I was interested in all the things that I needed to do in order to be healthy, and I had good intentions. I worked hard at it, I'm telling you. But when there was an interruption in my routine, hey, y'all say hey as you're hopping on. Thanks for watching. Love to go back and say hello to you. But when I was interested in all these things, I was interested in losing weight, y'all, for over 25 years. But it wasn't until I became committed, no matter what was going on in my day, no matter how frustrated I got, no matter how long it was taking, that's when I started to see the result. I'm talking about being interested in what's going on for your goals or being committed. This goes across everything: health and wellness, business, your relationships, schooling, learning a new skill. When you're committed, you don't quit, even when it gets difficult, even when you cry, even when it's painful, even when it's very frustrating. You want to punch somebody in the throat. Hello, somebody. Commitment. Business. Let's talk about business real quick. Even when things get slow, even when people are not being committed to what they say they will do, will you quit? No, when you're committed, you are in it to win it. That's what happened to me when I finally committed to 3 simple steps every single day. No matter how I was feeling, no matter what the day was, I was committed to doing those 3 steps. And therefore, 4.5 years later, I'm still reaping the results. I'm still working on me. Don't get me wrong now, because it's a commitment. It's a lifestyle commitment for me. But commitment goes further than interest, because when you're committed, you have that responsibility or that obligation to yourself. You don't want to let yourself down, but so oftentimes we do. So I submit to you, no more excuses. I'm talking about being committed to whatever X, Y, and Z is for you. No more excuses. No matter how frustrated you get, how discomfort it is, how difficult it is, how inconvenient it may be. So you have a stressful day at work. Even if you have a stressful day at work, you're still committed to go to the gym. That's not an excuse not to go and be committed to your goals. Will you have lapses in your commitment? Absolutely, guys. It's not a one and done. It's called life. There's an ebb and flow of everything in life. We have ups, we have downs. But here's what a committed person will do. When it gets a little low, you pick yourself right back up. I call it the KIM. You keep it moving. Get up and keep it moving. So I get a setback when let's talk about weight loss. Oh man, I gained 3 pounds. Okay, do I stay there? No, get back up and keep it moving. Go for another walk. Go do an extra exercise. Don't beat yourself up, because life happens. The committed person, doesn't matter what comes their way, they're gonna KIM, keep it moving, right? So what do you have to do in order to stay committed to your goals? What do you have to do? What steps do you take when things get a little rough, a little difficult, right? What do? I've got 6 steps that I do. I've been working on this for a while, and I promise you it works. If you want more information about those I'm so used to saying 3 simple steps, but the 6 steps to help stay committed, not interested. Now, if you're just interested, this is not going to work for you. Only people that are committed, they're in it to win it because they deserve it. They're doing it for themselves. You want to know what those 6 steps are that I do every single day? I'm still working on it. I'm not a master at it, but I know when I do this every single day, man, it's like I'm on top of the world. You want to know what those are? You just give me a little holler over there. Message me real fast and I'll send them right to you. 6 simple things, y'all. I'm talking practical things. So are you interested in achieving your goals, whatever they are, whether it's business, whether it's your health and wellness, whether it's relationships, whether it's completing school? Things are going to get hard. The interested person, when things get rough and tough, they fall off. But the committed person, no matter how hard it gets, keep your eye on the prize and you keep it moving. So are you interested or are you committed? Y'all have a great day. My name is Jennifer Bell. And once again, you have a choice. Choose joy. Have a great one.